Well, what's up, everybody? I was messing around with the camera filters on OBS, so I'm coming to you today from the depths of hell, and I looked on Tier List Maker for 15 seconds, and I thought, this is so stupid. I gotta do it. So we're gonna be ranking letters of the English alphabet. For those of you who don't know, I am a native English speaker. So I think that makes me pretty qualified to rank these letters. So let's just jump right into it. First letter of the alphabet, A. I think A I think A goes in A, right? I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna make sense of this. I feel like it's just gonna be arbitrary. So, like, does B go in B? Like, that sounds right. Does C go in C? I think C is a pretty good letter, though. It's a pretty versatile pick. Um, Makes multiple sounds, and people say, oh, you can get rid of the letter C because it makes K and S sounds, but I forget why, but that doesn't really work like that. I forget the reasoning, but yeah. D is a pretty iconic letter. I feel like all the letters at the start are pretty iconic. So I'll go with like B tier. This is looking solid so far. E, it's a vowel, so I feel like it's got to go pretty high. Ace, not intentional, but that's really cool. F, F's like whatever, to be honest. You can, I don't know. G is G. I feel like it's the same thing. I don't know. So like after the start of the alphabet, like you got these ones, right? And then you start getting here, and it's like, well, what are we doing? What are we doing with these letters? H? I don't know. I, vowel. It's gonna go pretty high up there. J? J is pretty cool, right? Am I tripping? J is cool, right? K? I like K. That's a good letter. L? I'm not about taking L's, so we gotta put that in F tier. M? Um, yeah, it's a pretty good letter, but there's better ones. N? I think that goes. I think M and N go together. I feel like that's pretty self-explanatory. O? It's a vowel, so it's up there. P? Now my name does start with a P, so I might be biased, but I'll put it in A tier. Q is not a great letter. It has to go with U, and if you play Scrabble, you'll know that Q is the worst letter in Scrabble, so um, yeah, it's got to go pretty low. R? I feel like R, S, T are like they're really like the big trio of the alphabet. I feel like they gotta go in S, right? Like they're the most common letters, and I don't know. I feel like they're just so iconic. U, that's like the worst vowel, so I'll put it in B. V, V's like a C tier letter. W, interestingly, W is the only letter where its name has a word in it. We say instead of like it having its own name, it's a double U. Like that's interesting. But I feel like it's not that great. X is very cool. I mean, it's used in math a lot as a variable, but so I think for that, I mean, like, it serves so many purposes beyond just being in the alphabet, right? So, same with Y. I feel like if you have X, you gotta put Y right there. And Z, there. Um, so that was my tier list from hell in English alphabet. It's so pointless, and now a lot of content creators will make tier lists like this that are so stupid and pointless, so I thought I'd do this right now, and I'm gonna go to sleep soon, so I'm gonna stop making this video, and that's gonna be about it. So thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Love you all. Peace and love, and stay toasty.